Good morning and welcome to the most underrated show on YouTube. I have so many Bitcoin predictions this morning, I don't even know where to start. People are telling me they're ripping on me for not being a Bitcoin bull. I'm the biggest bull out there. I said that Bitcoin, one coin, will be $520 million by the end of 2021, and I haven't wavered. And people are getting upset with me that I don't know what I'm talking about. But you wanted a bull. Here's the bull. I don't know. Okay, let's see. What time is it? 9 o'clock. 203 people watching. I will wait to make my announcements. Please smash the like button. All right, so we have the jobs numbers came in as expected, actually. It's funny how they just sit right on top of that 375. So where is my news story? Here we are. Jobless claims, another 375 added in the previous week. 375 was the expectation. I really like to see that continuing claims are dropping. New jobless claims fell for a third straight week under the psychologically important level of 400,000. Continuing claims also dipped, and now we are at a fresh pandemic era low below 3 million jobs. So that's wonderful. I guess we're going to have to see what happens in the end of this month to see what happens with the unemployment data. Excuse me. Okay, where is that story that I wanted to talk about? Was it this? For whatever reason, there's a lot of stuff out there about inflation and transitory inflation this morning. So this was a pretty good story. Of course, it was written by my boy Miles. I love this kid. He's so good. Okay, it's pouring down rain outside, and they are cutting my grass. So if you hear a little bit of this noise, if you can hear it right now, I apologize. So, July data reveals significant cooling in transitory inflation. The concept of transitory inflation, this is what Powell said, is that the increase will happen. We're not saying we finally got an answer from Jerome Powell on what this means. Not really an answer in my opinion, but whatever. We're not saying that they will reverse. That's not what transitory means. What I mean by transitory is is just something that doesn't leave a permanent mark on the inflation process. Again, we don't mean producers are going to take away those price increases. That's not the idea. It's just that it won't go on indefinitely. So, you know, let's start moving down to some of this data. So I guess there is cooling in some areas, and all of this is done by Bank of America analysts. So looking at vehicle prices, yes, they're cooling off. It's not that I understand that the used car market isn't going to stay up 40%. Obviously, that's not going to happen. It's not sustainable. But that just because it's up 41%, whatever it is, doesn't mean that it's going to be, it doesn't mean that that needs to be the inflation. Even half of that or 3/4 of that is inflation if that's where it stabilizes. So I just think he just walks around everything with all of these politically versed terms, and he just basically does what every politician does. Oh, Jerome Powell is not a politician. Never mind. My bad. Owners equivalent rent, which accounts for just over 1/5 of the overall consumer prices, rose 0.3% month on month and 2.4% over last year. The overall cost of shelter. So basically, home prices are still going up. Rents are still going up. More importantly, Hunters also flagged prices. Restaurants and bars were up last month. So to me, I don't see this. There's cooling in some places, but I don't see this overall inflation slowing down anytime soon. And I think wherever it stabilizes, it's just going to be what it is. Somebody just said cutting wet grass. Amateurs, yeah, they have been. This is one of their last cuts because they fired. All right, let's go to Fannie and Freddie. Well, actually, it's just Fannie, but Fannie aims to make home loans more accessible. I thought this was very interesting because, we are in unprecedented times in the economy and markets, and now we're going to go make it a little bit easier for people to take out home loans. Now, there are parts of this story that I do agree with and parts of things that I do agree with on Freddie or what Fannie's doing. But I think this is opening up some issues. And I haven't really dug into this, admittedly, but just from what I'm seeing. So mortgage finance giant Fannie Mae makes it easier to include rent history payments as part of your mortgage approval process. A move intended to help borrowers with limited credit history get better access to home loans. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Let's see here. Fannie Mae doesn't require lenders to consider rent history. If a borrower has credit report and the score meet the company's criteria. Okay, so here we go. This is where I agree with it. In some markets, it's just as expensive to rent as it is to own. I mean, I have to believe that in big places like New York, San Francisco, etc., it's pretty damn expensive to rent. I've heard some of the rental prices. They have a history of making payments, which in my opinion should be equally and fairly considered as their ability to pay a mortgage. So this will all go into effect on September 18th. 12 months of consistent rent payments could help an applicant qualify for mortgages, but a history of missed or inconsistent payments would not penalize the applicant. I don't really understand what that means, because I think that if you miss payments, you should be penalized. But what do I know? For loan applicants who hadn't had a home in the past 3 years and whose applications weren't approved by Fannie Mae's system, 17% would have been. Had rent payment history been considered. And then it just gets into a bunch of identity politics, and I don't know why they do that every single time. But that is it. So what do you guys think of that? Please comment. I'm interested to know, because I have my thoughts on this. Good. I mean, I see the good, I see the bad in it. Seth, the story's for you. Goodyear. So I don't remember why, but I remember that Seth had a lot of Goodyear stock. And I remember he was looking at it maybe 18 months ago, and it was pretty beaten down. And now I was just looking, it's up like 70% over the last year or something. So Goodyear is back, baby. It makes sense that there was a lot of pent-up demand for tires. And I think they're the second longest serving tire maker in the United States. And they're based right here in Akron, where we're from. So Let's see here. The worst that they saw was in the Great Depression, the Great Recession. They said that this pandemic has not been as bad, but it's also been that they are trying to, there's people obviously not driving, people not spending like they were. So now it's been pretty incredible. Look at this number right here. Goodyear's second quarter sales surged 86% from a year ago. That's incredible. Goodyear shares popped 11% on August 6th following the results. The stock is up 71% over the past year, outperforming the 31% gain of the S&P 500. So this is this is good. There's even these kind of small businesses are getting back. I would love to see what the rubber industry is doing, rubber futures, etc. Is there rubber shortages? I don't know. I'm not really into the whole commodities thing, but that's something that just popped into my head right now. And they expect to see continued robust demand going into the future. So that's great. All right. Lumber has dropped. I remember just a couple of months ago we were talking about incredible prices of lumber. So the Chicago futures for September have fallen 4.4%, and these prices have dropped more than 70% from those highs that they were reaching 3 months ago. I remember when we were reading those stories, and I couldn't believe it. I have a friend who's a builder. He said he sent one of his people in to buy one of these per 1,000 board feet things, and he came out and it was like $900, and he was like, "What the hell did you just buy?" And he said, "I just bought what we were supposed to buy, but that's the prices that things were getting to." So it's good to see that those are coming back down. Now the problem is that there's still backups going on from the shortages that were going on and the price gouging that was going on. So eventually these will get back. The drop-off in lumber prices has been highlighted by the Fed Reserve's policy. Everything just hedges on the Fed. It's pretty scary. Policymakers looking to reassure markets that the surge of inflation will be temporary. Builders don't need framing lumber. They need framing package. Then that's the easier said than done with supply chain issues that are going on. So, alrighty. What's next? Goodyear needs to get into the restaurant review market. You know, it's funny. I watched the movie Burnt last night, which is with Bradley Cooper and the Michelin 3-star and 2 and 3-star chefs in France and Paris. So good movie, good timing. Liquidity is evaporating, even though let's see. I want to do, you know what? I want to read this article one more time and then I'll talk about it tomorrow, but it's very interesting. So for those of you, look into this. Marshallian K. This was interesting, but I want to go through this one more time before I speak about it. But look into this Marshallian K indicator. It's actually pretty interesting, but like I said, I just want to make sure that I get this thing straight before I give it to you. So that is, the jokes are coming off of that comment. That is that. So, all right, here's my announcement. It's actually pretty exciting if you're new and in the Bid and Ask Nation. Tomorrow morning, Friday morning, okay, Seth, you're right. I will comment on Bitcoin real quick. So, like I said, my Bitcoin prediction for all of you people that are saying that I'm not a bull, $520 million per coin by the end of 2021. And if you don't think that I'm a bull, I don't know what to tell you. So, all right. Tomorrow at 9:35 a.m. for the Bid and Ask Nation, I am going to do a Q&A session. I'm not going to take individual stocks, but if you're new, I want you to have watched the Employed Trader series so we can go over what questions you actually have. Because one of the things that me and the ambassadors and the welcome committee are trying to get new people to do, I will hold your hand in this process, but I am not going to do the work for you. We are not like these other YouTube channels where you go and they just give you whatever stocks they're trading. That's not it. We're a teaching platform. I want to teach you guys how to do the work. That's the intention. So if you think you're just going to come in and take my trades and you're going to do very well, that's not the intention. I want, like for the Employed Trader series, perfect example. I give you a live update at 2 o'clock every day. I want you guys to, before I make that video, I want you to look at those 5 stocks and be like, this is what he's going to say. That's exact. You should know what I'm going to say before I say it. I should just be giving you confirmation. So my point is, when you join the Bid and Ask Nation, please read through the MoBot that gets sent to you. And if it doesn't get sent to you, please tell me and I will get it sent to you. But every single question that has been asked to me from a new person is in the MoBot, and that's why I say please go and read the Trader MoBot. Everything is in there. I took a lot of time to put that together so that you didn't have to come and ask questions and wait for delayed answers, etc. So please read through the MoBot. Please watch Trading 101 videos. Come to the 9:35 a.m. tomorrow Q&A session with me. Ask me whatever questions you want, and we will go from there. That's it. All right. So, and I think that I'm going to start doing these Q&A sessions every other Friday for about 30 minutes, something like that. Yeah, did I say, okay, Nick, thank you. Yeah, I want you to watch the Trading 101 series. I want you to watch that before you come in. So actually just watch everything, and watch it multiple times. You don't go to school and read a piece of paper one time and you go and take the test. You do it multiple times. So make sure you do that. All right. The 10-year yield is creeping up. That's great. 3-month is pretty much the same. Are there any earnings today? After the bell, you have Disney reporting. Before the bell, you have this Palantir company, greatest company since Apple. Rocket Mortgage reports today after the bell. Baidu reported before the bell this morning. Airbnb is after the bell. Tattooed Chef, make sure you're watching that. And tomorrow, I don't see anything too important. Well, that I've seen. When I say important, I don't see anything running through here that I typically see in the chat, Bid and Ask Nation chat. So if you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation, if you want to start watching those Trading 101 series videos, come in tomorrow. $76 gets you that. You get all of those videos. You get access to me, access to the ambassadors. It's great. Plus, you get all the Everything Money software. If you just want the software and Discord access, not the Bid and Ask Nation, $26 a month. If you just want Discord access, $7 a month, no software. If you want to do a session with me, here you go, $500 right now. Guys, price is going up because it is very useful. And it's 1 hour of my time, talk about whatever you want that relates to trading. If you want to do a session with Paul, $10,000 for 4 hours to evaluate a real estate deal. All right, send me some stocks. We'll go over them, and we'll go from there. In preparation for getting 4,000 recommendations for Palantir, I will look for you. PLTR. I will do this one time. And that's that. Oh, congratulations on hitting your 200-day being public. Adorable. All right. So down here, gapped up. I expect this trend to change and start moving this way. The good thing is you gapped up over your 200-day moving average, which was just created. I would hope that you have a lot of volume in it today. I mean, I'm hoping it's 75 to 100 million trades made. Shares traded today. But with that, if you're in this, please consider yourself lucky and take this little gain. Sell your profits at least, and then let this thing start moving up, and moving up. But even more importantly for you day traders, guys, there's going to be 75 to 100 million shares traded per day today. So go in and day trade this thing. Let's see where we're starting. Unfortunately, there's a gap. Hold on a second. PLTR. Unfortunately, there's a gap because this is all overnight. So you're just going to start the day up here. But if you can get this thing moving up or moving down, go ahead and trade this thing. My God, what the hell's wrong with these people? If there's any noise, I apologize. All right. Next stock. Dun, 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 dun. eBay. Let's look at eBay. Ooh, eBay's a good looking short right now. Actually, you know what? I think I would look at eBay. So this is definitely holding a support level. And you can even draw it back to right there. That's the support level. This is looking like a very good swing trade. It's coming up right through the sweet spot, getting great volume coming in. It really gets good volume every day. If you can move up and get over this 25-day moving average, this is a good look. Keep this on your watch list for sure. I wouldn't jump into it just yet. Get some clarity. But yeah, do that. All right, Palmer, PWR. You sent me that one yesterday, and I liked it, so I'm gonna do. Oh, okay. So we got a gap today, so I'm not too excited about the gap. So it's looking pretty good, and this is really crazy. But yesterday, I liked that we kind of had this true engulfing candlestick, a little bit of wick, but not really. Good volume yesterday, but this gap I don't really love that happened. So take your profits if you were in it and move on. I almost bought that thing yesterday, but I was not expecting a gap. And if earnings was yesterday, I wouldn't have done anything. All right, CMI, is it Cummins? Love Cummins Motors. Such a great, they just make the best diesel engines. All right, so, and now the Ford Power Stroke people and the Duramax people are going to come out of the woodwork and start screaming. All right, so yeah, you had a great day yesterday. You just ran right into your 50, but you held your 50, so that's great. And this is a really nice move to the top side. You're just gonna have to be more patient with this thing and let it move into the sweet spot if you want to go long term on it. If you want to go short, if you get an engulfment today, I mean, you're gonna have a hard time breaking that 200-day moving average. So just be careful there. All right, what's next? Give me another one. Hey, why don't we do the spiders? Good call. Who asked that question? Spy. DDJJ. All right, so here's the S&P. Man, let's look at the S&P. Well, that's awesome. So S&P is a power stock for sure. All right. So if you want to do the S&P, hey, add on a new high, add on a new engulfing high. That's all you need. Just go right there. If you get one of those, add to it. But you can see since last year, you can actually see decline, lower, 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 and we're getting down to even lower than here. So volume is just falling off in this market. And if this doesn't prove it to you, I don't know what to tell you, because the volume is just falling apart out of this market. Yeah. Volume drives markets, and there is no volume. Okay. Let's see here. Intel. I'll do Facebook. This guy's been asking me for a couple days, and I've been neglecting him like a redheaded stepchild. All right. So you're in a downtrend. I personally would not short something like this unless I had extremely tight stops on it. I just don't want to short big tech. That's something that's led the market higher. You can easily just jump right up here with these big tech stocks. The good news for you is your volume is completely falling off. The bad news when that happens is as soon as volume falls off like that, usually it comes back with a vengeance and will go the other way. So if you want to short it, you can. I don't think you'll get much lower than $352, $351, whatever that level is. But you certainly can. Just make sure you're keeping, I think I would keep in there like a 3% stop coming down. Now from this side, same thing. I mean, you can try to short it down to the 25-day moving average. All right, let's see. I want to do Pfizer. I don't know if anybody typed that, but I want to do Pfizer because I just saw that they had incredible sales. Oh, by the way, I was looking at Moderna yesterday. They in the last 2 sessions, they've lost $60 billion off their market cap. So, all right. Pfizer, so they've had an incredible run up. Let's pull up the line chart. I think that I see W formations, and I do. This is a good looking stock. Great W formation. Here's another one forming. So I expect Pfizer to get up here. Maybe I don't. I didn't look at the stochastic. So this could very well get up there because we're not in the we haven't dropped into the sweet spot in the negative direction. So this thing could just go sideways like this in the overbought area and just climb right back up here. So it's just it needs volume, which it has pretty consistently. Well, kind of. Every couple weeks it has good volume. So just keep a watch on that one. If you want to throw that on your watch list, you're more than welcome to. But if you've caught this run up with these W formations, very good job. Very good job. I commend you for that. Microsoft. Guys, if you want to, these are so many stocks. I'm just randomly picking some. If you want, send a $5 donation. It goes to NAMI Brevard, National Alliance on Mental Illness, and I'll guarantee to do your stock. I'm just seeing way too many right now. All right. Let's see here. So Microsoft is Microsoft is doing kind of what Pfizer's doing. It's just, I'm hoping for Pfizer, I'm hoping it does kind of the same thing and it just stays up in this area. Because, remember Pfizer was coming down like this. Hopefully it just bounces around up here like Microsoft is doing, and it just breaks out. All you need is all-time high. That's all you need. And that's it. You just need volume, and you're getting it. So to break out to new all-time highs, you're just going to need volume. Okay, what do we got? Wayfair. I like Wayfair. Wayfair is a good company. Okay, who said this? Oh, no, I don't know this person. Color Scream. Color Scream, are you in the Bidnast Nation? Because you did a good job with this one. So, Cash, Nick, Noah, Caesar. Somebody please put this on my watch list. Colin, you got it. Yeah, with this, you just need an engulfing candlestick. But with this one, I would get up here with the red, but I really want yellow to be up here too. Just because you're moving into these moving averages. Getting good volume, I like it, but you got to break out. And I think you need this yellow line is lagging. That's the issue. So, all right, Colin, CVS. CVS is looking great. Same thing though. I don't know why. But these lines are lagging. That's the issue. So I need this thing to get up here. But it makes sense. So when I was talking about 3 days green. 3 days green means the red line has to be in the sweet spot for 3 days. So we got 2 days. I just want one more. I don't care if it goes like this. It could just do this. I can get an engulfing candlestick. I just want 3 days in the sweet spot because I want confirmation. The great news is it blew through all those moving averages yesterday, closed above it. It's getting accelerated volume. Hasn't even touched the average volume yet, so that's great. So CVS is looking good. If you get an engulfing candlestick today, Colin, go ahead and add to that thing. Square for puts. I'm not going to do any options for you right now, but I don't even know what you mean by that, unfortunately. I don't know if you're buying puts, selling puts. So right now, Square has turned into a downtrend, and you can see that the volume has just completely fallen off. If you want to short this, be careful. This is the same thing as Facebook. If you want to short this, you can get down here, but let's zoom out and draw some resistance lines. Okay, let's go 1 year. All right, so let's draw some lines here. We're going to go, here's a line, because that correlates with right there. Here's another line. This is a support line that correlates with right there and right there. Here's a line, and then here's a line. So you are going to have a very difficult time breaking through these support lines. Now, where is this? 256. So this line that I drew right here, this one, oops. This is where, this line right here, that's going to be a very, very strong support line. So if you want to try to get this down to $256, have at it. It's just going to be tough for you to break through there because it has such strong support. So let's zoom in a little bit. 256 is going to be down here. You definitely have some price action where you can get there, but just be careful. Use a 3% stop if you do anything with this. And personally, I would like to see this red stochastic a little bit more angled down than it is. I don't want this gradual movement. I want it just a little bit more angled down just to confirm that it is a true downtrend and it isn't going to go like this. It isn't going to go like this and then just swing right back up into the overbought area. All right, let's see. RBLX. I don't remember what this company is. I remember it's Roblox, but I don't remember what they do. Roblox Corp. Okay, you're looking halfway decent. Now, I don't like to trade something like this long term because we just turned 100 days old, so we're probably 108, 109 days old. I like to see an entire story here, so I'm going to take this over to a 15-minute chart and show you RBLX, what you should do with Roblox, whatever it's called. Let me zoom out. Let me just see. I'm zooming out because I want to see if... So this is a good stock to day trade. You see, you have good movement here during the day. It gives you a stock to trade. Gives you a stock to trade moving up. Even in the middle of the day, it gives you something. There's a lot of movement on this stock, so you do have a little bit of volatility. So remember, when you're trading long term, you got to be over 80% on your stochastic. have good engulfing candlesticks, good decent volume, consistent coming in, and that's what you can do with Roblox. So that is the only thing I would do. And if you're shorting Roblox, you want to be under 20%, good volume coming in that's consistent, good engulfing candlesticks, and it's as simple as that. So that's the only thing that I would do from that aspect. All right, McDonald's. Dun, dun. I don't know about the chart, but I spent last week in Nashville, and every transaction I made was with Square. I mean, hey, man, I know everybody has Square. I wanted to put McDonald's up here. Let's see here, McDonald's. All right, so McDonald's is certainly a downtrend, and it's just holding its 100-day moving average, which is expected. So if McDonald's gets down below its 100-day moving average, which is probably 230, under 233, then you can short this. Do not short this until you break through that. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, you really need it. You have to break. McDonald's is hedge funds make their decisions on stocks at the 100-day moving average. Hedge funds, quant funds, etc. So for you to break through a 100-day moving average with a massive company that's on everybody's radar, like McDonald's, you have to be very confident that things are going to drop below. So let's say the 100-day moving average is here. You got to be down here. So I think you're going to probably need 2 or 3 engulfing candlesticks to get there with a lot of selling volume. You don't have that right now. So be very patient with this one. I think you're going to be going long on McDonald's before you're going to be going short with confidence. All right, Caterpillar, same thing. I think this is a great looking swing trade. You're getting really good volume coming into the stock, but you're going into the 100-day moving average. And I've said it a million times. This is part of our Employed Trader series. I think when we get above the 100-day moving average, things will be good. So right now, if you want to add on this going into the 100-day, you can. Just know you're going to have to take profits going into the 100. If you're in this and you're going into 100, take your profits. Over here, just let it get into the sweet spot. But even with that, I think that even with this being a company like they are, I think that you can go ahead and trade this on a 15-minute chart as well. All right, Micron. Let's see what Micron is doing. Yikes. Micron, I don't know why they gap down like this. The market's open right now. Yeah, you're going to have to watch this stochastic tightly. And frankly, you're in a, yeah, I mean, I bet you're asking me this for a short. Why don't we just zoom out a little bit and see what we can do here? 3 months. Let's go 6 months. 1 year. Ooh, okay. So let's draw a line here. You're sitting at that line. So if you break whatever this low is right here, back in November, December of 2020, you can short this thing, and I think this thing has room to fall, especially if you get selling volume like this. So keep a watch on that one. All right, last one. I am going to do Zoom. Zoom. Well, they've gotten a little bit beat down. Weren't they the greatest thing since sliced bread? Look at that. This thing had a top of $588.84 in October of 2020, and they were the greatest thing since sliced bread, and nobody was ever going back to work, and Zoom was going to be up here because they're the greatest thing of all time, and now they're $359 a share in a downtrend with more room to fall. So let them, whoever asked this question, Kai, let this thing get through the 100-day moving average, make engulfing candlesticks down. What's that price? Yeah, you're pretty much at the 100. So let this thing break through the 100, and then you will have some room to fall with it. And that's the line I just drew. That's the support. So get under there, and you will have a very good run on this thing to the downside. I do not think this thing is done falling, especially if you get good good volume. All right, I want to look at BABA because somebody just said something, and I have an interest in it. 194, not low enough for me. I bought it at 180. Oh, 190. Okay, good. That's great. So maybe I'll put in a new order today, or sell some puts. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. We will see you if you're in the top tier Paul's Super Shorts or the Bid and Ask Nation live stream today, 2 p.m. Eastern time. And I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. And then I will see those of you in the Bid and Ask Nation at 9:35 a.m. until 10:05 for a 30-minute Q&A. And then if you're a patron at all, we will see you at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Me and Paul are going live for the fireside chat tomorrow. So if everything that I just told you doesn't sell you on becoming a patron because you get exclusive access to me and Paul and Seth, I don't know what else to tell you. Also, I'm going to be making a video just for the Bidnass Nation that's private. That's probably going to be 15 or 20 minutes on Saturday because Gianni had a great idea, and I'll give that to you also. So you get me pretty much all day Friday, and I'm going to give you Saturday morning. So if you don't like that, I don't know what to tell you. Plus, you get all the software. I'm out of here. See ya.